All right, so welcome to our IELTS tutorial, Pawan. My name is Joel Lara. I'll be your trainer for the IELTS exam. So
Thank you,
IELTS
sir. Thank you.
stands for International English Language Testing System. It is designed to assess English language ability of people who intend to study or work where English is language of communication. For your case, you aim to go to Canada. Is that correct?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Inshallah, you will receive that nomination that you'll probably move within the year because that's your dream. But if before we move forward, Pawan, are you like married? Are you going there first and then your wife is following?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that
First of all, I'm planning to move first there, and then once I succeed there, the rest getting visa or PR something, and then I'll process for wife also.
where is your wife? Is she with you?
Yeah, yeah. She's with me here.
Interesting. So again, as I said earlier, academic and general training. For your case, you are taking general training. We have the test result is valid for 2 years. That means, so if you achieve a band score of 7, you can use that within 2 years. If there's any application that will need your IELTS result, you can use it for 2 years. There is no passing or failing mark. That's true because it means that you have a target score to get.
Yeah.
So if you are aiming to get 6, these are your
Six.
characteristic. Generally, you have an effective command of language, despite of some inaccuracies, inappropriate usage of and misunderstanding. You can use and understand fairly complex language, particularly in familial situation. I was asking you questions earlier, and I was amazed that you were already you're talkative. You can easily express your what you want to say. So I think English when it comes to speaking tests will be easy for us. I just have to guide you on how to answer questions.
Yes, sir.
And
Sure,
then for
sure.
writing, did you answer the one that I sent you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, can you take a photo of it and send it to
Sure,
uh
sure. Well,
yes, yes.
after the session or before the session? Just during the
Now,
session.
you can send
Now.
it now. Yes. I need to check because I need to make sure that your handwriting is readable. You know, when they're checking the test, they need that they'll be able to read it. Because if your handwriting is a little bit challenged, you might be marked down if they don't understand what you wrote.
Sure, sure.
All right. But
I'm not
all right.
hearing, sir. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Sure.
Pawan, yes. There are 4 skills that are being tested for your IELTS exam: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Listening, reading, and writing are all in together, like all in one day. You'll go there at 7 o'clock. You will start your exam around 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. You will finish 12. Now, that's listening, reading, writing all together. Your speaking test can be the day before, after your listening, reading, and writing, probably like 1 o'clock, or the day after. Your speaking test is just 14 minutes. So it is separate. Listening, reading, writing together, speaking, it's separate. A day after your or the next day. What is the difference between academic and general? For listening and speaking, it's just the same. 30 minutes for listening, speaking 14 minutes. Now, for reading, academic has more words. That means you will be reading longer. You would have to read a lot of words in the same
passages.
amount of time. But for general, it's just few words. Now we have writing. For writing two tasks, because you are taking general, you will write a letter and then next an essay. That means letter of resignation because you are already accepted in Canada. So you will write your boss, hi boss, um, I am happy to tell you that my application in Canada has been approved. I will be leaving in 30 days' time, so I'd have to leave the company. And for the meantime, that you are looking for a replacement for my position, I am willing to make a training to the next person that will take my role. So that's kind of letter. So that will be like a semi-formal letter that you will create. And then
Yeah.
on the second part, task two, you will write an essay. Say for example, what is life for you? Or questions like, do you think that the children right now should avoid or should lessen their usage of gadgets? So, what's your opinion on that? You can be asked and then you will write. Pawan, how many kids do you have?
Actually, I don't have any kids till
Oh,
now.
okay.
Yeah,
Yes, yes. How long have you been married?
almost 5 years.
5 years.
Since
You know,
5 years, we are together here.
sure. It'll come. Probably it'll be made in Canada.
Inshallah.
Yes. If not made in UAE, made in Canada.
Made in Canada.
Pawan, where are you from again?
Nepal. I'm from
All right.
Nepal. Yeah.
True. Yes. We're in Nepal. All right. Let's do a warm up. Tell me about your province in Nepal. Um, what is it to do there? How to get there, coming from UAE, and what's the best thing about your province or your city?
Uh, Actually, our place called as actually is the beautiful place in Nepal, Pokhara. Maybe you already heard about this name. It's a middle part of the Nepal. Means we call as a western region of the Nepal, and it's located in the valley. Means it's surrounded by the hills and mountain regions also, and from there we need to use actually bus, or we can use plane also, but it's a little bit expensive from our home or village to city, and then we need to first go to city, then we need to catch a plane or bus like that, and we need to book first tickets, and it's a little bit difficult for the villagers. So, firstly, we need to come in the capital city, Kathmandu, and then Kathmandu. Then we have only one. Before we had only one international airport, Tribhuvan International Airport, but now that we construct another one. We added one more there in our city, Pokhara Regional International Airport, and especially it's called the you know Seven Lakes City. Also, we have seven lakes there, and
In your
it's a
city,
beautiful.
what is it to do there? Like, what
Uh,
is the best thing to do? Like as a
no,
tourist?
Yeah, it's a tourist area also, and tourists supposed to be go first travel from the foreign country, and then first they need to reach there before. But now they can go directly in that city. Actually, they are depend on their own business. Actually, hotel, you know occupations mainly their hotels and restaurants and then resorts mainly, and then boatings also, and then mainly we have the different areas to visit, beautiful places in city, and they depend on that basically transportation field, and then hotel and restaurants field, and additionally, and they're engaging in the day by day, same like here, different fields,
Is it
teaching.
expensive there? Like if for a 5-day trip, um, like for a Filipino citizen, if I go there, how much do you have to spend for a 5-day trip?
Yeah, actually, from if you
Include the
calculate,
ticket.
yeah, included tickets. If you are targeted from here to reach there in Nepal, and in that our city Pokhara, it is a little bit expensive than the Philippines. Philippines is more expensive, not from the UAE, and almost Nepali currency we can convert as almost, if it's depend upon the hotels, and then how you reach there by plane. It's a little bit fare is high, almost 2,500 to 3,000 rupees in Nepali currency. And if you go through the bus, or bus also, different type of bus available there, and 1,000 to 1,500 in average. Then 5 days, suppose you are staying there in 5 days, means it will takes almost 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1.5 lakhs, means 1 million almost.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, Nepali
But in
rupees.
dirhams, like how much would the conversion be? Like if you will convert it in dirhams, how much is it in dirhams if you will convert?
uh, Dirhams almost 5 to 6 thousand dirhams.
Okay, yeah. So like
Yeah,
you'll be spending for the tickets 3,000, I mean 2,000 for the tickets going and I mean two-way tickets, and then for the whole duration
yeah, yeah.
it's somehow still expensive, huh?
Little bit. Five to 6,000 means it's a little bit expensive.
It is, if I would, I must say, because in the Philippines it's the same case. If you will have to go, and it's just like for 5 days, really. How can it all be that expensive? But yes, all right,
Yeah,
Pawan, let's do the some basics. This is some tongue twisters, so you repeat after me. I think you went over this earlier.
yeah. Already, I try to pronounce these sentences. Uh, she
No,
sells by
so
the
yes, that's
seashore.
okay.
Just
So
I
yes, so
just
you repeat after me, Pawan.
Yeah, I will follow you.
Yes, she sells seashells by the
She
seashore.
she sells she
She, she,
sells
she sells,
sells
yeah,
she sells she sells by the seashore.
seashells,
She
shells.
sells
Yes,
she sells by the seashore.
yes, she sells seashells by the seashore.
She sells by the seashore.
How can a clam cram in a clean cream can?
This one is difficult. Uh, how can a clam cram in the clean cream can?
All right, one more time.
How can a clam cram in a clean cream can?
Okay, next we have Betty Butter bought some butter.
Betty Butter bought some butter.
Betty
Betty
Butter
Butter
bought some
bought
butter.
some butter. Betty Butter bought some butter.
I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen.
I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating kitchen. I saw I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw
Yes.
a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen.
I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch.
I was to wash my Irish wristwatch. I was to wash my Irish wristwatch.
4 fine fresh fishes for you.
4 fine fresh fishes for you. 4 fine fresh fishes for you.
All right, good. So these are your tongue twisters. Now, these are the commonly mispronounced words. But one way is it important for us to be aware of the commonly mispronounced words. You know, I must tell you, um, accent is not like unnecessary for IELTS exam. So long as the examiner can understand you, um, it won't like accent won't matter. And like listening to you, I can understand what you're saying. At the same time, you understand what I said. Like whatever I say, you easily understand it. But one, repeat after me. Say climb.
Climb.
Yes, there's no B. That's climb.
Yeah, climb.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Walk.
Walk.
Dumb.
Dumb.
There's no B. Dumb.
Dumb.
Comb.
Comb.
Thumb.
Thumb.
Bum.
Bum.
Limb.
Limb.
Dead.
Depth.
Doubt.
Doubt.
Subtle.
Saddle.
Yes, there's no B.
B, B,
Subtle.
B. Yeah, B, B. Yeah.
Say subtle.
Shower.
Edge.
Saddle. Yes. Edge.
Hedge.
Hedge.
Pledge.
Pledge.
Grudge.
Grudge.
Dudge.
Dudge.
Sandwich.
Sandwich.
There's no D. You don't pronounce the D. You say sandwich.
Yeah, we pronounce sandwich like that.
Yes, you say sandwich.
Yeah, sandwich.
Yes, handsome.
Handsome.
Stock.
Stock.
Walk.
Walk.
Half.
Half.
Would.
Would.
Should.
Should.
Folk.
Fork.
Talk.
Chalk.
Could.
Could.
Calf.
Calf.
All right, so this is just few of the commonly mispronounced words. Now, Bawan, I want you to also be aware of how are we gonna improve your speaking test, or how are we gonna make your writing test to get a better score, especially with your vocabulary. I was checking your writing exam. How long did you spend? I mean, like, how much time did you spend writing your essay? The one that you sent me.
This one almost 3 days. I practices and then just just my one of my brother came from Nepal and then he's studying MBA and then he teaches me because he already passed his IELTS in Nepal and he scored around 6 band and then he told me this type of questions and modules they are asking in the exam and then you can write like this way and then he teach me like then I copied in the notebook also exercise book also.
Yeah, I saw it. This is actually good. There's so much,
Eh,
you
no,
wrote so much.
sorry for this stuff, but actually, since December, I was watching many several videos in YouTube how to this do the exercise, and there are advantage, disadvantage, and agree, disagrees like that situation. And then one of my colleague also, she already passed the IELTS exam after 3 attempts and then she told me just use parsley secondly however furthermore like that words also you can use there and then it will be a little bit
I was,
beautiful.
yes, actually, you already got the formula, like how to write the essay, because in the writing test, task two, mainly there will be three parts: opening, body, and closing. I can see that you already have that. In the body, that's when you talk about your topic. Now, looking at the question that I gave you, 1 second, let me open that. Let's discuss your essay writing first. So the question is, you should spend 40 minutes on this task. Write about the topic. Some people believe that social media sites such as Facebook or Twitter have a negative impact on young people and their ability to form personal relationship. Others believe that these sites bring people together in beneficial way. So what is your main topic, Pawan? When you are looking at the question, what is your main topic?
Main topic, uh, people they are believing social media. Some people believe it's beneficially we can use in our daily life, or internationally, nationally, wherever, and then in a business way or individually. But some people they are thinking, young people, their ability to form personal relationship means this is the main topic. And then it's we can believe or not, agreed or not, or we need to go through the I think like that way. I believe I am
Mm-hmm.
wrong, or I'm
It's
right.
actually, yes. If you will describe the positive and the negative, or the advantage and disadvantage, that's actually how it will make your essay longer. So the main topic here
it
is the
but
use of
but it
social
takes
media.
it takes more than 1 hour, 2 hours like that. But I could not write this much in half an hour or 20-40 minutes.
Yes, we only have 40 minutes. So,
Yeah.
but you have a lot of words for your essay. So we just have to make sure that you were able to do 250 words for 40 minutes. But one, I am seeing here, I'm telling you, you have to find your main topic first. The main topic is social media. So
Yeah.
in the first part, the opening, you can describe what is social media. So you have to like talk about what is social media for you, what is Facebook, what is Twitter. Let's read what you write. The discussion of the social media sites on young people and their ability to form personality relationship. What's this? uh, oh,
It far
is
it far from the solved out.
is far from
Means
from.
out of the our thinking or beliefs. It's unsolved.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I think that okay. Go ahead, Upper One. Can you read this for me? The opening of your essay.
Yeah. On one hand, some people believe that their their site have negative impacts, as well as on the other hand, there's believe that other believe that they connect people together in beneficial way. In my opinion, both sides are valid reason, and it is important to consider the potential impact of these sites before reach in the conclusion.
Okay. In your opening, the first thing that you need to do is the define or describe the main topic. Your main topic is social media sites. So if that's your main topic, you describe it.
Yeah.
Facebook is a social media application that you use on your mobile phone where it allows you to connect with your friends, add friends that you are far away, connect with them and see their photos, share their photos. Another application that we can use are Messenger that is connected to your Facebook that allows you to chat and video call so long as you are connected to the internet. That's the definition.
uh,
Define the main topic first, and then we can get some of your sentences here that says the discussion of social media sites or young people and their ability to form personal relationship is far from sold out. That's the sentence that will lead you to your body. Because in this part in your opening, I can see that you already have like the contents, it's supposed to be on the body. Like on the other hand, You put that words, you don't put that in the opening, okay?
uh,
Because if you put that, that's those words are like for the body. And in the first part, the opening, describe your main topic first. Ideally, 2 to 3 sentences. 2 to 3 sentences, describe, and then make a sentence that leads to the content of your body.
understand.
Put additional information as well. If your main topic is about social media sites, describe, define, put examples. Next, can you read your body for me?
Yeah,
Firstly,
firstly, it is it is unquestionable that social media sites uh, provide provide communication and connection between people from all over the world. People can connect individually from several backgrounds, societies, and cultures. We support to exchange their many ideas and experiences. Moreover, social media sites contribute to make a platform for young people to express their feeling, interest, to build relationship with similar people. In addition, some media sites can create different different sense of society and group of people. For instance, a young person may feel alone and disconnected from his friend circle, but can find encouragement in on an online community where they can share their experiences and find acceptance and understanding.
okay, I like that you have a rich vocabulary and that you are able to make that chronological words like firstly, secondly, lastly. That's the chronological order. I want to help you to like make an outline for your essay.
Yes,
So
sure.
again, what are your three parts, Pawan?
First, openings, main body, and conclusion.
Yes, for the body, ideally, there are two paragraphs. The first paragraph could be the disadvantages. You can, no, let's say advantage first.
Yeah,
Talk about the advantage of social media on young people. Say, for example, that young people right now gets to have an access to information that will help their knowledge, that will help their studies, that will help their development when it comes to education, when it comes to communication, when it comes to improving their grades in their school subjects. Positive. The next paragraph for your body is the disadvantages. Altogether positive, altogether negative, the disadvantages. What are your disadvantages? You can talk about distraction. The young people have so much distraction, especially social media, because of the so much because of spending too much time when it comes to their social media and like probably I mean their screen time. They lack focus when it comes to actual social relationship. They don't get out with their friends anymore because they just use their gadgets.
yeah,
So opening, body, negative, positive or disadvantages, and then conclusion. So it will
understood.
help to collect it. This
Uh,
is this a formula that I use has been very useful. It's easy to arrange, it's easy to think about, and it's easy to fill in the information because your ideas are not all over. It's arranged.
yeah, yes.
And then lastly, okay, you still have another, secondly, a part of your paragraph. Wait. Okay, go ahead. Secondly,
Secondly, there are some negative impacts of social media sites. For example, almost time whoever is spent in their sites significantly reduce time to engaging in physical activities in real life. They will be unable to engage with friends, and this can be lead to a lack of social skills and inability to proper interact with people. Furthermore, a lot of time spent online can also lead to the depression.
All right, for your see if you would look into your second paragraph. It's I can see like it's negative. But if you could like describe more about the disadvantages, then that will not focus too much on the first paragraph for your body. But this one's good. I like your sentence. I can see that you can create sentences, longer sentences, just not simple sentences. That's a positive thing about you, Pawan. I hope you don't copy this, or I hope this comes from your brain because this is really good.
Yeah,
I mean, your sentence construction is already good. I just have to arrange it when it comes to the actual the actual way of checking your IELTS writing exam for your essay. We just have to arrange it because I can see that you're already good in sentence construction. You know what you're talking about, but we have to put it in the context of IELTS. But good job already for this. Lastly,
thank.
we have your conclusion. Can you read it?
At last, or in the conclusion, while social media sites can be beneficial for young people and provide them different type of opportunities to connect with other, it is quite important to be aware potential risks also. Parents should be alert of time spent by children on sites and encourage them to find balance among their offline and online lives. Ultimately, I believe that the impact of social media sites on young people and their ability to form personal relationships is highly depend on how they are consist of.
Okay. Um, at last is ideally not put on the conclusion. It should be on the body. So you can put there in conclusion, while social media sites can be beneficial. I like your conclusion. Don't use at last and ultimately together. So you can say there, in conclusion, while social media, yada, 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 and then ultimately remove the ultimately. So offline and offline. I believe that the impact of social media sites on young people and their ability to perform personal relationships is highly dependent on how they are consist of. Yeah. So don't put it together in conclusion and ultimately because that will be redundant. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
But this one's really good. I can see that you are able to write easily. Your sentence construction, there is very less grammatical error. I can see that this won't be your problem. You just have to make sure to expose yourself with more topics, so you won't run out of ideas when you actually write. Good.
Good. Yes.
Let's do the speaking exam. Pawan, these are your possible questions in your speaking test. I think the the one thing that you have to be mindful of is speaking too much. Um, because there are parts that you have to only speak straight to the point. Yeah. Can you read this for me?
This first paragraph.
Yes.
The discussion of the social media sites on young people and their ability to form personal relationship, it far from the.
Here, read this for me, please.
Before speaking, make sure that your tongue is connected to your brain.
What does it mean for you, Pawan? What does it mean for you? Before you speak, make sure your tongue is
Means
connected to your brain.
before speaking means we have to balance with our tongue and then brain what we are actually going to talk. First, we need to
Think.
connect it with brain, then we can speak.
Yeah. Think before you speak.
Yeah, think before you speak.
Okay. So the skills that are being assessed here, of course, the following. Can you read this for me, Pawan?
Wide range of speaking skills is assessed, including, but after including, I cannot see anything there. After including, ability to communicate opinion and information on everyday topics, experience, etc., by answering a range of questions. Ability to speak at length using appropriate language and organizing ideas coherently. Ability to express and justify opinion and to analyze, discuss, and speculate about issues.
Yes, that's correct. So those are the skills that will be assessed on your speaking test. The timing is just 11 to 14 minutes. 14 minutes would be the max. A face-to-face interview when an examiner. The speaking test is recorded. I'm actually an examiner in British Council in Abu Dhabi. So um, because we record it, we have to make sure that it will not go over 15 minutes. 14 minutes ideally, but sometimes uh there will be like checking of your passport, your information. So we have to make sure of that specific time. So that means, Pawan, you have to be very straight to the point when you answer the questions. Introduction and interview, part one. The examiner confirms candidate identity and asks general questions on familiar topics, factual things about yourself, your family, your hometown, your hobby, your work. So those are the questions for part one. Part two, ideally 3 to 4 minutes. Candidate will be given task card. Candidate is given 1 minute to prepare for their answer and 1 to 2 minutes, 2 minutes to talk about it. There will be two papers. Pawan, I'll
Uh,
give you two papers, one with the questions, one without the question. Probably you've seen this on YouTube.
yeah,
You just have to outline your answer and then the examiner will get the questionnaire. And then you will use your paper to answer that. Examiner then ask 1 to 2 questions on the same topic that is for part three. This will be a follow-up question regarding with the idea of what you have discussed on task two. Let's try it. Pawan, get a pen and paper, please. I know you have it there. All right, this is a tip, one. When you are asked question, acknowledge the question, give supporting details, and then end your answer. The question is, let me do it first. Can you describe your job to me? I am a teacher and I've been teaching for 10 years now. Most of my students are adult learners, and I teach international IELTS, International English Language Testing System. I love this job because I get to share my knowledge when it comes to English proficiency, period. Acknowledge the question, give supporting details, and your answer. All right, Pawan, um, can you describe your typical working days for me? Oh, sorry. The paper is for task for part two. For this one, answer it directly.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. For one, let me repeat my question. Can you describe your typical working days for me?
Uh, Typical working, actually, I'm working as a sub-service supervisor in a facility management company. Uh, uh,
You can start with a typical working day for me. Um, a typical working day for me is actually busy. I work from 8 o'clock to 5 p.m. I am something supervisor. I do this, I do that. I do this. I make sure that everyone is safe at work. So you can do, so that's the simplest way. We are trying to be direct, concise, and we're answering the question. Another time, Pawan. Can you describe one of your typical working days?
yeah, actually, I joined duty 8 o'clock, and then with punching. We have the punching system, and then I need to reach first in my office, and I'll go to the office and just opening my laptop, and I need to check the mails and then other things, and what are the actually main things in per day, per whole day. I have to divide it the staffs, and then how many staffs putting in the buildings, how many staffs in putting in the uh, common areas, and then other sectors also, and then what are the job they are doing actually, it's as match or not as my category of the work and designated of the work, and they are following safety or not, and I need to visit after that at the site one by one in the buildings or villages or other areas. And then it's supposed to be I need to go for the break around, actually my break is 12 to 1, and then once I finish my break, then again I need to come in the office, and then I need to coordinate if any important jobs I need to check with our admin or coordinator, then follow up with the team leaders or other members of the staffs, and then once you know it's a operational job, means we need to reach one by
You
one,
have
and
to
we need
end
to
already. You have to
yeah,
end
yeah.
your answer. Yes. Yes.
This means
You have to
almost
direct
two
us.
minutes 3 minutes
You
already.
have to learn how to concise it. Like you have to answer in a very like direct point. Now,
Yeah,
how would you end that? You can say that um for 5 years that I've been doing this job, I feel
yeah.
that I am fulfilled and this is my dream job. Period. So you can try to end it. You don't start with actually.
uh,
Yes. So I mean that's not a good starting of the sentence. So you can say a typical working day for me. So you acknowledge the question and then describe it and then end the sentence or end your answer. One more time. If you are not if that's not your job, Pawan, what is your ideal job?
Ideal job means we need to imagine for this one, right? Am I right?
Uh, it could be, or maybe when you were a kid, you dreamt of being a doctor, or something that is realistic. Probably in Canada, you wanted to be a hotel supervisor, or you want to manage your own business there. So, what is your ideal job, Pawan?
Actually, I sorry, I again I use this one. My ideal job supposed to be I'm working in this field, means I love my job as a supervisor, means a housekeeping supervisor. Previously, I worked as a housekeeping supervisor in a residential side, and then retail areas and retail supermarket and malls. Uh, uh, it's uh, how can I explain this thing?
Yes. Say for
I
example, for me, um, my ideal job is to actually put up my own business. I wanted to have my own school that I will have to manage teachers. That's the thing that I'm actually doing right now, being the dean. I want to make sure that we will provide quality education to the students that we will cater to when it comes to their studies in K-12 programs and short-term courses. Period. My lips are my lip is bleeding.
means
All right.
we discuss in future tense, means we need to use future tense, or if upcoming just ideal job, means I can imagine this
Yes.
would
What
be
is a job that you like? What is your ideal job? Like what's
yes,
your ideal um
profession,
yes,
occupation.
like profession?
uh,
What's your education background, Pawan?
Actually, I studied 10 plus 2, means proficiency certificate level, and then
I'm
I
sorry, what did
studied
you finish in what studies did you finish?
just I didn't finish at bachelor level. Actually, I ran until third year of the bachelor levels, bachelor degree, and then I didn't complete it yet.
Yes. What is your
But
yes, what's your
act
undergrad?
means proficiency certificate level. It is called PCL level.
Yeah. Is it about
PCL.
computer? Is it about what is it about? Their studies.
No, I used to, like mathematics. That's why I chose mathematics in the major subject, and then geography also.
Interesting. Yes. Mathematics. So are you confident with math? Like when it
Actually,
comes to computation?
I work as a teacher also, almost 6 years in Nepal,
Oh, really?
mathematics.
Yes. So oh, you know that math teacher here in the UAE are in demand?
Yeah, math,
It
science,
is.
anywhere in the world.
True. Education. All right, let's proceed. Get your pen and paper. So this is a sample of task two. I know that you've watched like a couple of videos already.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You are familiar with this. So I'm giving you 1 minute to outline your answer. Pawan, just a reminder, make sure that you will acknowledge the question, answer all these, and elaborate. Okay? I will put my timer for 1 minute and then you'd have to stop when I said so and then speak when you are ready. Okay? I'll give you 1 minute. 1 minute for you to outline your answer starts now. Time's up. Mr. Pawan, now I will give you 2 minutes to talk about your outline for this question. Mr. Pawan, your 2 minutes starts now.
I would like to describe my beautiful place. His name is Pokhara. This is located in uh, western part of the Nepal, and this is um, really beautiful and like a heaven in the wall, and we can reach there by bus and by plane both, and by if we choose by bus means it will take almost 5 hours and cost is almost 1000 average, and then by plane it will cost 2500 like that, and then it's almost it will takes 25 minutes from capital city of Nepal, Kathmandu. And nowadays we can go by directly from here in the UAE or anywhere of the internationally in that regional international airport in Pokhara, and we can really enjoying with the views, especially Fistel Mountain. It is called Machapusre Himal in Nepali language, and then greenery is surrounded by the hills and like a valley. And actually, people are doing hotel businesses and tourist and guiding, trekking businesses also. And on one more amazing and wonderful things there, paragliding also, and then there is one place and one hill name is Sarangkot. Sarangkot actually is famous because of paragliding. Almost tourists are engaging and
All right,
attracting
Mr.
to the
Pawan,
paragliding.
thank you. So that ends the 2 minutes for your speaking part two.
Oh, already 2 minutes. I have
Yes,
last point. Explain why I recommend this place.
exactly. So in you have to make sure that you would be able to cover. This is what I like about you is that you have so much thing to say. You are very talkative. Now for this part two of your exam, you just have to make sure that you answer all those questions. The examiner is not the one that will check your answer. It is recorded, it will be sent to a central office where checks they check all the examination. The examiner is not the one that checks it. Okay? So you always start with I would like to describe a beautiful place in my country. Try to reduce your actually. Okay?
Mm,
I would like to describe a beautiful place in my country, and it is called this.
called. Yeah.
Where it is? It is in the northern part of the country. You can say that this is probably the most visited place in this region, and then how to get there. You describe from you imagine when you reach in the airport coming from the UAE, how to get there. Is it by plane? Is it by bus? Is it by sea? I think they don't have sea in Nepal,
No,
just mountainous
landlocked,
areas.
landlocked country.
Yeah. And then what is there to do? What there is to do when you were there? I don't know, eat, mountain climb,
Yeah, trek,
sightseeing,
trekking.
paragliding, as you said.
Yeah,
And then lastly,
paragliding, boating
explain
also.
why you recommend this place. Another thing, wait for the examiner to stop you. Don't stop by yourself. Wait for the examiner to stop you. Again, you have to cover
Sure.
all these. You have to answer all these questions. Okay, we will continue. I'll think my schedule would be
So, ninth.
today is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I think
Thursday,
Thursday, yes. We'll be
same
free same
same
time,
time. Yeah,
but I
Thursday
will give.
after 6 o'clock. It's no problem, sir. Once